think we're live now.
Yeah, we're live. All right. How's it going, guys? Sorry we haven't been on. Things have been kind of crazy. If you don't know, I'm from Venezuela and very bad things happen over there. So we've been a bit off the radar for obvious reasons. But we're back now, hopefully stronger than ever, and one step at a time. All right, so my name is Rafael. I've been selling on Amazon for the past 8 years, and I've been optimizing Amazon sellers account for the past 8 years. For example, Pink Miracle, which we got from 400K a month in sales to 1.2 million monthly revenue. Under 10 months, we didn't increase ad spend. We actually decreased it by a little bit, but the conversion rate increased tremendously. Okay, Andrew Pernia, I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew. I manage JungleClick PPC, which is a company that helps e-commerce brands to increase their sales through different systems, especially Amazon sponsor ads and DSP, and also AMC. We've helped different brands, such as, for example, Quick and Clean, um, 200 go from 100K per month to 300K per month, just through PPC. And now we are in the road of also including Rafael's expertise in the CVR to help it get it to the million target. So yeah. So what do we have for today, Emily? Do we have any other remaining comments from our previous session, or do we have some new today? Okay. Hey guys, Swedish candy train is huge right now. What do you think of Swedish candy chef? Is it worth the hype?
Is it worth?
Okay.
But wait, what we do here is dissect listings and trends and see. Yeah, what we do here, guys, is dissect listings and trends under 20 minutes, and we go as much as possible through as many as possible. And we do this Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken. Every day, unless very bad things happen. Hopefully, no more bad things will happen. Okay, let's look at the trend, Emily.
All right. I think I have it here. Can you see my Can you see my screen, Raphael?
Yeah, we can see your screen, bro.
Okay, great, awesome.
I, I, I've seen the I think your internet's messing up. I've seen the viral on TikTok tag like 20,000 times already, and it looks like now every single product is viral on TikTok,
Yeah,
and everybody's using this as a source of trust, as a trust builder. In reality, sometimes it might push you away from it. But let's just look at the listing for now.
yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
Every time the I see these viral on TikTok batch, which if you don't have anything, I would say it can be okay. Like if you don't have any other added proposition, but every time I see this batch, I think the first thing that non non TikTok audience wants to see is those viral videos, right? So the right place to find them and where people are gonna go is to the videos that this person has published, right? Otherwise, everybody can just put the badge viral on TikTok and that's it. But you want to see the influencers using it, those videos are that has been going viral, etc. So I go here and you can now see that there are actually no videos here. So I think that's the first red flag. What do you think, Rafael?
All right. Well, Garrett, pleasure to meet you. Um, a trend is a trend. Me personally, even though I've launched a lot of products on Amazon and I've helped thousands of sellers, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't get on a trend unless I'm the factory owner. Okay, and if you're the factory owner, most likely, you know, you're not. If not, you would have been on Amazon already. So a trend's gonna die out. A trend's just gonna go up and then come down. I like to go more in stable markets, such as, I don't know, let's say babies. There's always gonna be babies. Like that's gonna happen forever and ever. If not, we go extinct. So I would go into a baby, maybe, or let's just say other things. Produce, even food. Right? People are always gonna need supplements. People love supplements. They're harder to get on, but if you do really good marketing outside of Amazon included, top of funnel, remember there's three stages to marketing: top of funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Amazon is middle slash bottom of the funnel. Okay? More bottom of the funnel. Why? Because people already have a problem. They go to Amazon to fix that problem, to find a solution from the product. Statistics from Amazon show that from 100 people, 74% end up buying. Maybe not your product, but they end up buying a product. 74% conversion is insane. Insane. So I personally would not get in a trend, but let's just go with it and let's just say, hey, should we? I want to. Doesn't matter. I am the factory owner. I'm not on Amazon, and I want to get on the trend. Okay, if you want to get on the trend and you want to compete against these guys, it's fairly easy. One, this is AI. Horrible. AI is getting a huge push from being felt like real. It's good to like get out of the way, do some. You can see click. Let me see the other images.
Yeah, you want to see the other images here, for example.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Viral on TikTok. Viral on TikTok. So, do you want people just to buy it once to repeat buying it again? Like, obviously, this is horrible. Honestly, what's the review rate? Review count?
They have like 100 people
And
each.
rating is 4 stars. All right. If you have a factory, Garrett, and you can compete against these people, you would absolutely dominate if you do really good marketing strategy. Possibly, you can even look down by disappointing because they're not transmitting. They're just trying to sell as quick as possible. That's what happens with this when it's a trend. They just want to go in, make a quick buck, and turn out. They're not building a brand per se. They're just trying to make a quick cash flow. I personally would not get in here, Garrett. But if you did want to do it, what I would do is try to make content that actually connects with the consumer. They actually feel like what they're gonna taste before they even buy it, because this is something that you consume. If it's something that you consume, you want to build that brand trust. You want to build that trust factor. Not just that trust factor, you want to build it in a way that people feel like they can taste it before they even actually taste it or feel it. Right now, there's the A plus content's horrible. It's meant for 2015 ranking. The images are all AI. Probably they just grab everything's done with AI. They probably grab the package and they just put it into ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or Hexfield and say, hey, create this with these things, and that's it. That's why they get so much bad rating. I had a client once recently, Garrett, that she makes a lot of pretty good money. She wanted to optimize the image. She wanted to do everything with AI. And I told her, listen, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but in the long term, it's gonna be better if you don't do it with AI because A, B, and C. The main point was that she was gonna increase revenue a bit, but then the return rate is gonna go through the roof, and that's what's happening right now. So we're trying to put out a fire that's the amount of returns that she's getting is insane. And I literally told her what's going to happen. So most likely people buy this and they're like, oh, this is not good. Boom. That's why it has 4 stars. So yeah, I would create content that makes people feel trust. Like they, before they buy it, they can even taste it. What about you, Andrew? What do you think?
Yeah, there are a lot of points there. So getting from the final ones that you mentioned, yes, people do need to know exactly what they're getting for, and that's what the images are. You know, that's their purpose. So for example, here there are a lot of people who are complaining about that some are sour, they're not really sweet, about the texture, etc., right? So before people buy, if they do not have it, and that's one of the biggest struggles when you're selling something that is supposed to be tasted but people cannot taste it beforehand, is that they're gonna have whatever expectations. So this is where matching or building the right expectations becomes huge. Otherwise you're gonna get bad reviews because people had whatever expectation they had in mind for whatever reason, and you might be, frustrated. Or yeah, this brand owner might be frustrated because they're getting bad reviews that people simply don't understand the product, but people don't have to, they just simply can see what you tell them, and you're basically not telling them anything, right? You can see here some of the, I mean, this image does tell you something,
Yeah.
and even at the end you can see it's not even at the beginning. People who are buying candies do not care about these that much, but they do care about, okay.
Well, depends. Depends. Listen. Oh, my internet is acting up. I'm sorry. I'm traveling. But I look at the nutritional facts even when I buy candy, okay? Just to know that which is the worst poison that I'm gonna get. I know I'm getting poison. I don't. I want to see how much poison I'm getting. So I actually do look at it, me personally. But it's because I'm in the fitness trend right now. But yeah, no, you're right what you're saying. I was actually wanting to add that I wouldn't add the ingredients because obviously this is poison. Like, come on, guys, you know sugar is bad for you. But this chart looks like it was made in paint. Like this is not good, guys.
Yeah, paint.
Happy
Yeah,
flowers, hot lips.
I agree. I agree. It's funny. That's a funny comment, but yes, I mean, I also look at the nutritional facts, but I look at it when I know that I'm not getting something. Like for example, I won't look at the nutritional fact of a sneaker, right? Because I know it's already bad. I just, okay, it's okay. I already know there's no extra value in terms of nutritional facts. So I think I would switch the orders, and the order of the images is huge. The way that you're the storytelling, the way that you're telling the right information at first, because people only look at the first, second, and that's it, right? So it's like a funnel as well. Not a lot of
Yeah.
people look at the last image, but everyone look at the first image. Some look at the second one, then there's like a 40% that look at the third one, and so on and so on. So the way that you communicate is also huge. And here there's nothing about texture, there's nothing about anything. So people can have whatever expectations in their mind, and they do not know, what they have to expect. So they can expect whatever, they leave a bad review, and reversing this is huge. It's a huge problem, and this is a lifetime problem that you're gonna have on Amazon, at least, right? Because you cannot control it. There are some ways to get more reviews, but it's a headache, right? So you have to be very careful um, from the start. So, Garrett, I think this is a really easy niche. As Rafael said, I also agree that going to trending products is high risk. It's huge risk, usually because trends do not last. They're just short term, and then after you, for example, made your expectation based on, oh, we're selling it, or this niche is selling a lot, and you order X amount of inventory, and then the trend vanishes, and you have all the inventory, but not a lot of consumers who want your product anymore. So now you're left with nothing, right? And if it's food, it's worse because it expires, right? So you are um, it's a huge risk, but I do believe that if you do have the inventory, or if it's easy for you to produce, Like for example, if you're producing in America, you're sending it right away, and you can navigate the wave easily. Then I do believe beating this is very easy.
By the way, I had a friend. He remember the trend when you put like the bright light in your teeth, so you whiten the teeth whitening kits. The trend, well, he got into that trend. He spent around $200,000 because he ordered like 1,000. They sold out like this. Like fuck it, let me just go all in. So
Yeah.
he got $200,000 worth of inventory. They're still sitting from like 3 years ago. The whole freaking kit is bad already because it's expired. But yeah, he lost a lot of money. So me personally, Garrett, if you're gonna get on a trend, like Andrew said, if you can move the wheel fast, great. If not, because this speed is a question here. Speed is a huge factor. If speed is a factor you can dominate, then you can surely win. And if you need a helps, schedule a call, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Sophia, she says, can you check Mayorga and Cafe La Llave? So,
Let's
Sophia, you're asking for a lot. We're gonna start charging.
let's see if we can put this comment so people can see it. But Emily, can you please put it there? All right. In the meantime, let me look it up. Can you check Majorga in Cafe La Llave? I'm curious to see what stands out on their listing. Majorga. Okay, let me see. What's the product? Is it? I believe it's coffee, right? Because of the other brand. Okay, I think I have one here. Emily, can you see?
It's
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah, it's coffee. There you go.
Wow, 4.6.
That's great. 70K bought
Good
last.
job.
Yeah, and I hadn't heard about this brand. Oh, look at this trend.
No,
Those are going well.
well, good on you guys. This is a brand that's been building throughout the years, I guess. When were they first available?
2007. Okay.
Yeah, this is a family-owned business. Most likely, Cubano Cafecito. I'm like 90% sure they're based in Miami. Can you go to seller?
Okay. Let's see
Go
who's.
go down, go down, go down. Okay, go to Mayorga Organics.
Rockville.
Oh shit, they're not in Miami. They're Maryland. Okay, whatever. I lost. Well, maybe their business is registered there, but I'm sure they live in Miami because I live in Miami. All right.
Neil look.
So the the first thing I see here is that they don't have a problem retaining the customer. Obviously, how many people have left a review? Nine
He said
thousand one hundred thirty-one people. So 9,000 people have said, "Hey, out of 5 star, this deserves a 4.6 star, right? Average, obviously." So they don't have a problem retaining people or closing people. Most likely, they could be having a traffic problem to increase their funnel, and also a optimization problem. That could be two things that they could be having. Just like the guys in Pink Miracle, which they had actually the guys in Pink Miracle had a 20% conversion rate. We increased their 3%. So that little much is a lot actually when it's such big numbers. Um, I mean, there's so much many things. Wow, the amount of AI is crazy. I think Andrew froze, right?
Yeah, did I? Or was it or is it Raphael's? Because
Yeah, go all the way up to the images.
okay.
Yeah, go through the like open them all. Okay, everything I loved about the commercial was only the music. The rest of the things, I think that they could improve. All right, so guys, I'm Mayorga. If you ever listen to this, there's 5 types of videos for Amazon, just for Amazon. Okay, this is what I would do if I was in your place. First of all, a listing video is a video that talks more about the product. The video that we just saw was more of a top of funnel type of video. This video for the listing should be a middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. What does that mean? That means that you talk about if they if it's the first time that they're gonna buy it, why should they buy it? If they've been using, let's just say one of your competitors, I don't know, Nespresso. Let's just say Nespresso to put a brand, whatever other brand. Why? And you know, especially you guys, your coffee roasters, you know that people tend not to change their coffee if they've been consuming coffee for a pretty long time. It's very unlikely that somebody changes it's very unlikely that somebody changes their coffee routine. Just like toothpaste or deodorant, it's very unlikely that somebody switches that. Why? Because they're used to it. And humans are animals of doing this thing over and over and over again the same way. For us to change, it's kind of hard. Whoa, there's a lot of feedback. So what would I do? I would create a video that incentivizes them to change. Hey, this is made with, I don't know, this type of roast, and it's gonna taste like this. You're gonna feel like this, and it's organically sourced from whatever country, and we sell it throughout whatever. Something that makes them feel like if they switch, they're gonna make a um, a a good change. Okay. Also, I would the second type of video that I would most likely go for is PPC or sponsor brand ads video. Why? Your coffee niche or category is extremely competitive. You guys know this, right? You've been selling Amazon since 2007. And because of that, you need to have a better CTR, click through rate. You need to spend less money and get more clicks. It sounds really easy to do, but you know it's hard. The way that you could do it is for every single type of keyword or main keyword that you have, create a specific video. That's going to help you increase the CTR. So now that you have more clicks, you should be getting more conversions. Then you could actually be lowering your A costs. Okay. Now that you're lowering your A costs, you have more money left over. With that more money left over, I will go to social media, create more top of funnel content to get more people, more brand awareness for you. And that's how you increase your brand. That's how I would increase your brand. So right now, your images, they got you here. It's great. I will re-optimize this whole thing. The whole thing I will re-optimize. I'm not saying your images are completely bad. Obviously, they're not. But I would say that if you create a solid strategy based on your buyer persona, you could be getting if you have a 20% conversion, you can increase that by at least 1.3% like we did. Because you're making enough money. You're making more than $500,000 a month. Like you are doing something right. Now it's not about how much you're losing because you're not converting. It's how much you're leaving on the table because you're not getting the right audience. Like these guys, for example, these guys, um, they were leaving at least $2 million on the table every year because they weren't converting. They weren't getting the enough audience. Andrew, what do you think from the PPC perspective?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest struggles that this brand might have is getting new customers or people who are not familiar with the product per se, right? Because as you can see, what these people are targeting is people who are already familiar with the product. They've been here through since 2007. I believe they've been selling way before 2007. Um, so the biggest issue here would be how do we get more people from the more people who do not know about this brand to the funnel so that it can increase, right? So I think that's the biggest issue here. What Rafael is saying is right. These images are targeting specifically the people who already know about this. Like, for example, this image is telling you, like, hey, we changed our, just so you do not get confused with another flavor, etc., we changed our packaging, right? But it doesn't tell you anything, or it doesn't tell anything to those who are not familiar with the product, right? Those who haven't tasted it. And I agree that it's fairly easy to get from the 700 or half a million per month to 1 million or more, just by increasing, or just by appealing to newer audiences. Am I cutting?
No, 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 you're good. I'm listening to you.
Okay, great. So yeah, I think that would be the biggest challenge for this. And I think DSP can help you a lot more than PPC, because with PPC and coffee, people already know what they're looking for. But with DSP, you can also use video, such as Rafael said, to attack the top of the funnel in, for example, Prime, or in Amazon Prime, or in Twitch, right? Or all those platforms that Amazon also owns, where you can show them a video of the brand and the branding, or build the branding, so that you can start getting more of those new customers, because I think the product is great. People are retaining, people are buying again and again. The ratings is showing that. So it's just a matter of how can we get those new customers. And I think that would
Yeah.
be,
Dude, we should actually reach out to these Mayorga people. And who sent this? Sophia. Sophia, if you want to get into the coffee business, I would suggest that you have very deep pockets for the first 2 years of your business, because those first 2 years of business are going to you're going to be literally just draining out your pockets to create that brand awareness. The beauty about the coffee business, it's because since it is so, it's like DRUGS can say it, so we don't get censored, right? So it creates that need to have that, and if you don't have that, you have like withdrawal syndromes. Literally, people get headaches if they don't have their coffee cup, right, every morning. So it's a beautiful business to get in, but it's extremely competitive. It's like the mafia almost. So the first 2 years, expect to only be in red and only be investing into it. Amazon is not what it was before. That was easier. Now it's literally like any other market, and it's very hard to stand out. But the cool thing about it, Sophia, is that because everybody's using AI now, and everybody's an AI master and creating images, everybody looks the same. So it's actually easier for you to stand out. And because of that, if you do a really good strategy and you do really good content, I'm sure your conversion rates could be higher than the competition.
yeah. And also invest a lot in the flavor. Make sure that your logistics are good, that um, the product is delivered and received fresh, because the reviews are going to be extremely key in
Yeah.
this niche. And every niche where you have flavor, smell, um, where you depend on other sensors, or other senses that you cannot, um, that you can have online, right? So if you have, or if you're launching an e-commerce, the reviews are extremely well. So getting their expectations right through the right images, so people from the start know what they're getting for, or know what, yeah, what they're getting. Um, then also having videos and images that smell and taste, right? That they are very appealing, and make people who do not know about the brand risk it, just to see, like, hey, does it taste like it's showing? And yeah, what Rafael is saying is also true. It's a very competitive market, of course. And either you go very niche, or you go, if you're going generic, you have to expect, either way, you have to expect that the first 2 years are going to be very hard, because the CPCs are just too high. There's a lot of people competing here, but it's worth it once you have, if people love your product, People are gonna be repurchasing every time, and you're gonna have a baseline business like recurring income every time, and that's gonna have a good baseline at least.
The CPC is gonna be brutal. I'll be honest with you. CPC is gonna be brutal once you get established. Once you're established, it's gonna be like Andrew said. It's gotta be good because you're gonna have that recurring revenue of subscribe and save, which is the LTV. Long LTV products are the best, obviously, right? Because lifetime value is long, so people just you just have to market to them once, and they're there and repeat and repeat and repeat. Okay, dude, we hit the 30-minute mark. I think we're done for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we should reach out to Mallorca, actually. Thank you, Sophia. I think we should do something good with them. I'm not see if they're in Miami.
Yeah, if any of you know about them, just also let us know if we can connect, so that yeah we can reach out. I think we can have a good plan for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Garrett said, I'm honestly convinced. I'm not convinced about draining my budget for 2 years without revenue. But like, like that's like kind of normal. Like I have like in every other business, the thing is that because Amazon was first proclaimed like a quick way to make money, make a quick buck. Now people are like, no, like I'm a millionaire within a month if I just sell on Amazon. But Amazon is just like any other business. Like you need to invest money to make money, and usually 80% of the businesses that start out go bankrupt the first 2 years because the first 2 years are crucial. Then the first five, then the next 10 years. So the people who started out from 100 people that start out, only 10% of them actually stay in business within 10 years. If you look at the top S&P 500 companies in the 1960s, they're not the same in the 2026. Why? Because markets change. People don't reinvent themselves, and all these things. So there's no such thing as to make a quick buck unless you launch a meme coin. It goes viral, and then you get sued by the people. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Well, we're done.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate your time. If you need any help on or off Amazon, Andrew and I can help you. He runs ads on Amazon and off Amazon. He's a really cool guy. I've been working with him for the past, I don't know, 6 years. We do also content for outside of Amazon as well, social media. We actually got a client more than $13,000 the last month through revenue, or sorry, we got them $13.8 thousand in revenue the last month just off of Instagram traffic for a dog supplement brand. So that was really cool. So if you need help for Instagram, social media, whatever, we can also help you. Obviously, Amazon, Shopify, and all these other platforms. So we got you covered as well. Just click on the link below or scan the link that's like literally right there. It says let's identify your growth opportunity. And there you'll be able to talk either with Andrew about ad spend on and off Amazon and content with me or my team. I think that's it,
Absolutely.
right?
Thank you guys. See you
All right,
tomorrow.
Mr. Joe.